Right now, we have 0 leads.
This morning, the search for a man accused of killing 5 of his neighbors, including a 9-year-old child, is growing more urgent by the minute. Is there any danger to the community right now?
There's always a danger when you've got a guy that's just shot 5 people in the head, execution style.
Authorities are offering an $80,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of 38-year-old Francisco Oropesa, as more than 250 officers comb the rural Cleveland, Texas community.
We're asking everyone for your help so we can bring this suspect, or this monster, I will call him, to justice.
The manhunt began late Friday after police say a neighbor allegedly asked the suspect to stop firing his AR-15 rifle outside because they were trying to put a baby to sleep. Moments later, a massacre unfolded.
This man takes it upon himself to walk out of his residence with a loaded AR-15, walk up into that man's house and start shooting.
5 people were killed, including 9-year-old Daniel Guzman and his mother, Sonia.
My heart is with this 8-year-old little boy. I don't care if he was here legally. I don't care if he was here illegally. He was in my county.
His father returned to the scene the next day, devastated and heartbroken.
Él murió porque quiere defender a su mamá.
Now telling NBC News his son died because he was trying to protect his mom, saying that the child saw her fall and ran toward her. 3 other children were also found at the scene, covered in blood but alive.
There was 2 females in the bedroom that were laying on top of juvenile children, in my opinion, to keep them children safe.
The community gathering to mourn, but still on edge. Do you believe he'll be caught?
Espero que sí.
It's heartbreaking. What kind of details are authorities looking for to establish any kind of lead?
Yeah, Chanel, investigators say they feel strongly that the suspect may be trying to reach out to friends, and they are hoping that could lead to a tip. They had believed over the weekend that they were closing in on this suspect in a wooded area, but they found only his cell phone and clothing before the dogs that were tracking him lost his scent. And so now officials are turning to the public, but they are warning that if the suspect is spotted, do not approach him, but call police immediately. Chanel?
All right, Priscilla, thank you.
KPRC 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
We are following breaking news. This is happening on Highway 105 East in Montgomery County. Authorities there are investigating a reported sighting of suspect Francisco Oropesa.
They are asking for residents to stay inside and avoid the area. Oropesa, of course, the suspect accused of killing 5 people in San Jacinto County over the weekend. If you do see Oropesa, you're asked to call police immediately. It's not confirmed if he was spotted or the man spotted Oropesa. We'll, of course, continue to keep you updated here and online at click2houston.com as we learn more. Also breaking, we're learning new details about the man wanted in the murder of 5 neighbors in San Jacinto County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Hernandez.
And I'm Haley Hernandez, in for Andy Sirota. KPRC2 Investigates has been digging into the suspected gunman's past and is learning new details about his immigration status. KPRC2 investigator Robert Arnold joins us live from the newsroom with those details.
According to officials with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Francisco Oropesa is a Mexican citizen in the country illegally. He has been deported from the U.S., in fact, several times. According to ICE, Oropesa was first ordered removed from the U.S. by an immigration judge in March of 2009. He was deported to Mexico that same month. He made his way back into the U.S. and was deported again in September 2009, then again in January 2012 after serving jail time for a DWI. And the 4th deportation was in July of 2016. Now, it's not known exactly when Oropesa made his way back into the U.S. after his last deportation. Live in the newsroom, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.
Robert, thank you.
Please take a very good look at this man, with hair or without hair. Notice his tattoos on his arms. Just notice everything about him, because he is still out there running loose, and he is dangerous. I want to address the fact that he was an illegal alien from Mexico who has come back and forth across the border without being caught this last time. You're illegal in the United States. You know your ass is illegal, and you have the nerve to, number one, come in possession of an AR-15 rifle. Number two, you stand your sorry ass on your porch at 11 o'clock at night firing an AR-15 rifle and knowing all along your ass is in the country illegally. And Governor Abbott needs to be concerned about how this man keep going back and forth across the border while you trying to talk about him being an illegal alien, especially since his wife is Hispanic. You know, I just don't understand that scenario right there. What difference does it make whether he is an illegal alien or legal? He has killed 5 damn people. That is the point. So now your illegal ass done killed up 5 people, and you probably got somebody else hemmed up somewhere because they haven't caught you yet. This is somebody that has no regard of the law, has no respect of lives. He's just a loose cannon that just want to do what he want to do. You gonna do what he say do, and that's what I'm detecting from this situation with this man. I hope they hurry up and find your ass, and eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. You do bad gonna come to you. You do good will come to you. Be on the lookout, be on alert, for this man right here, because he is seeking refuge wherever he can get it, however he get it. Here goes the rest of the story. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're gonna get it anyway. You are straddled the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're gonna tell you to do better. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and share the videos. Now let's go.
He's very desperate now, and he's likely to kill to further his escape. I mean, he has 5 murders on his hands, and they were all execution style, shot in the head, including the 8-year-old boy and an 18-year-old young man. So, and this guy's a brutal killer. Likely will do anything to escape. And as the reporter noted, he's been deported 4 times, so he crosses the border easily, illegally. Federal law would prohibit him from having a gun. He can't legally possess a gun. So the ATF agents there will be tracing that gun and trying to find out how did he acquire it. Of course, Texas is awash in guns, and it's not hard to get one, but he would not be allowed to possess it at any rate. And he likely has a handgun.
Yeah, and Jim, you mentioned, that he has been deported before, according to officials. What's the likelihood that he could potentially be south of the border already?
Yeah, I think it's very likely. I would say he probably has a handgun since he had the AR rifle and there was other guns in his house. And when he fled, he might have taken a handgun with him. That's his ticket for a carjacking, which he would not shy away from after murdering 5 people, and he was in his flight mode. He wanted to escape. He carjacks somebody, he drops them in the ditch and he flees to Mexico, or even forces them to drive him to Mexico, where he clearly can operate down there. He's a Mexican national, and he traverses the border. So law enforcement commanders have to be looking for anyone in the area who turns up missing, who didn't report home, who didn't show up for work in the last day or two, or the next day or two. If somebody's missing like that. The other scenario is he could certainly be in someone's house, holding them hostage and trying to lay low, maybe even have murdered them trying to lay low, planning to steal their vehicle. He could have committed suicide. It's possible. I don't see he's a likely candidate for that. He's been arrested many times, so I think he probably has more flight in him than just some of these mass killers we see that burn up and spin out after they murder. So he's probably in that flight mode.
There are so many unanswered questions at this point. How surprised were you over the weekend that authorities came out and said they didn't have any leads here? So, they were very forthcoming in that. Was that unusual? Does that, are they just desperate for the public's help in this one? They wanted to really make it seem that this was quite urgent?
Well, I think it's a good thing to do, be straightforward with the public when you really need their help. It's the whole community there, Gabe, everybody and the police against this killer, and you want to leverage that the best you can. And the best way to do that is to be frank with everybody. Here's this picture. We don't have any leads. Please help us. Please call us. There's a reward of $80,000. So I give him credit for being frank. Initially they had put up the wrong photo of the wrong suspect. But that was quickly corrected, and it's understandable in a big case with the fog of war and all the information swirling around. They corrected it immediately. They have the correct photo out. They know who they want. They just got to get a break. But this guy's savvy enough not to bring his phone. He's desperate enough to kill to get away. He's probably got a gun. It's a very dangerous situation in the region. If he shows up in Mexico, we're going to have to enlist the help of the Mexican federales to catch him. Of course, we have FBI, ATF, DEA agents all at the Mexican consulates down there, and they interact with Mexican police all the time. There's very good communications, as does Customs and Border Protection and ICE. So we have lots of contacts down there. I don't think he'll get away. He's going to get caught. The question is, can we catch the guy before he kills again or kills somebody in furtherance of his escape? That's really the pressure on the commanders to try to catch him before he kills again.
Manhunt is underway in Texas right now to pick up the trail of a man who authorities say turned his assault-style weapon on neighbors, killing 5 people, including a 9-year-old boy. Priscilla Thompson has late details.
Hundreds of law enforcement personnel scouring the greater Houston area, chasing down tips, looking for the man wanted for 5 murders.
We're asking everyone for your help so we can bring this suspect, or this monster, I will call him, to justice.
An $80,000 reward has been issued for information leading to an arrest. The sheriff says 38-year-old Francisco Oropesa barged into a neighbor's home late Friday night and opened fire execution style with an AR-15 rifle after he was asked to stop shooting the gun on his front lawn. 5 people were killed, all Honduran nationals, authorities say, the youngest just 9 years old.